Dear students, today we will start new chapter random variables. Okay. So before going to this random variables, we will discuss some terminology. Okay. The first one is sample space. Sample space. So generally it is denoted by capital S. So we already discussed the sample space in probability. Okay. Na? So sample space means all possible elementary events in a random trial or random experiment. Okay. All possible elementary events in a random trial or random experiment is called a sample space. Okay na? So for example, so when we toss a coin, then the sample space is H head or tail. Okay, so this is the sample space. Suppose if we roll a die, then the sample space is getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it is called a sample space. Okay, fine. Now discrete sample space. So a sample space is said to be discrete if it is countable or having finite number of points. Okay, if it is countable or having finite number of points. Okay, no? In the sample space is called a discrete sample space. Okay, no? So example, simply when we throw a two coins, okay, then the sample space is HH, HT, TH, TT. So the number of elements in this sample space is 4. So it is finite, okay, or countable. So it is called a discrete sample space. Clear? Okay, next two. So continuous sample space. So a sample space is said to be continuous if the number of points in the sample space is not countable. Okay, the number of points in the sample space is not countable. Okay, no? Or not finite. Okay, the number of points in the sample space is not countable or not finite. Then it is called a continuous sample space. Okay, so for example, S equal to set of all points, all real numbers in the interval 0, 2, for example. Okay, the set of all real numbers in the interval, open interval 0, 2. So there are infinite number of real numbers in between open interval 0, 2. Okay, so it is not a countable or not a finite. Okay, so this type of sample space is called continuous sample space. Clear? Okay, so now random variable. let S be a sample space. Okay, let S be a sample space. Then a real valued function. So what is the meaning of real valued function? If the codomain of a function is real numbers, okay, set of real numbers, then it is called a real valued function. Okay, then a real valued function x mapping from S to R. Okay, a real valued function x defined on sample space S. Okay, so is mapping from S to R is called random variable, is called random variable. Okay, so S be sample space, then the real value function capital X is mapping from S to R is called a random variable. So for example, let S is a sample space. Okay, when we roll a die, okay, then the sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and random variable x is defined by x of n equal to 1 if n is even, 0 if n is odd. Okay, now so this n from S sample space, because x is mapping from S to R, na? So then n is a element in the sample space. Okay, fine. Then x of 1, what is the value of x of 1? So n is from sample space n. So 1, what is 1? 1 is a odd number. So x of 1 is 0. Okay, so x is a random variable defined in this way. Yes. And now x of 3 is 0, x of 5 is 0, x of 2, because 2 is even number, so 1, so x of 4 is 1, and x of 6 is also 1. So this x is a random variable. Okay, now I will give one more example. So throw two coins. Okay, so the our random experiment is throw two fair coins. Okay, then what is our sample space? The sample space is head HT TH TT. So this is our sample space. Now I will define this random variable x as getting head number of heads. Okay, getting number of heads while we throw two fair coins. Okay, getting number of heads. So this is my random variable. Okay, then x of hh. Okay, so the element must be in the sample space. X of hh. How many heads are there? 2 heads. So 2. So x of ht. Of course th both. Here the number of heads 1. X of ht and x of th also 1. X of tt is 0 because there is no head. Clear? So here the random variable x is set of all 0, 1, 2. The outputs. Okay, the output of a random variable is the real number. Okay, so which is 0, 1, 2. Clear? So now if x is a random variable from S to R, then x inverse of P of R is equal to P of S. Okay. Now, see what is this P of R? This is probability of real number. Okay, probability function, probability function. Now this one is power set of S. This is power set of S. Okay. So I will apply this function. Okay. So actually x is a random variable from S to R. So x inverse. Okay. This is the inverse function of random variable. Okay. So what is the? I will apply this one for the sample space. Okay. Then x inverse of 0. X inverse of 0. So what I will get x inverse of 0? I will get x inverse of 0 as tt, set tt. Okay. X inverse of 1 is ht th, and x inverse of 2 is equal to set of a h. That's all. Yes or no? Yeah. So what are these? So these are nothing but the elements of the power set of S. What are the power set of? So power set means the set of all subsets. So the set of all subsets, H is a one subset, and HT also one subset, HTTH also one subset, and theta also one subset. Okay. See all these elements in this power set of S. Clear? Okay. Fine. Okay. Next, discrete random variable. So a random variable x is mapping from S to R. Okay, a random variable x is mapping from S to R is said to be discrete. Okay, is said to be discrete random variable if the range of x, okay na, r of x into range of x, if the range of x is finite, is range of x is finite, okay, or continuously okay, so the range of x is finite or continuously countably infinite or countably infinite. Okay, so a random variable x is mapping from S to R is said to be discrete random variable if the range of x is finite or countably infinite. Okay na? Then it is called discrete random variable. Okay na? So continuous random variable. So a random variable x from S to R is said to be continuous random variable if it takes, is said to be so continuous random variable if x takes all the values in the open interval a comma b. So it takes infinite number of values. Actually it takes infinite number of values. Okay, so simply we can define a random variable x is said to be discrete random variable if it defined on the discrete sample space. Okay, a continuous random variable means if it defined on a continuous sample space, then it is called a continuous random variable. Okay. Okay, so next to probability distributive function PDF. Okay. So let x is a random variable. X is a random variable. So connected with a random experiment. Okay. So random variable connected with a random experiment P. For example, random experiment P. Okay, you can write any letter, no problem. Okay, some experiment. For example, throwing a coin or a roll a die like that. Okay, so x is a random variable. So connected with a random experiment P. Okay, then a function f is mapping from R to R. Then a function mapping from R to R defined by f of x equal to probability of x less than or equal to x for all x belongs to R. For all x belongs to R is called a probability distributive function. Okay, f of x equal to probability of x less than or equal to x. Okay, fine. So such a function is called a probability distributive function. Okay, na? So some note points regarding this probability distributive function. So if capital F is a probability distributive function, then the first point is, so it always lies between 0 and 1. Okay, so 0 less than or equal to f of x less than or equal to 1 for all x belongs to R. Okay, for all x belongs to R. Yes, then if x1 less than or equal to x2, x1 less than or equal to x2 implies f of x1 is less than or equal to f of x2. Yes, and third one, limit x tends to infinity, so probability of x, sorry, f of x equal to 1. Okay, if limit x tends to plus infinity, then probability distributive function equal to 1. Limit x tends to minus infinity, capital F of x equal to 0. Okay, and next point, so limit t tends to x plus, which is the right hand side limit, f of t equal to f of x. So these are the properties of probability distributive function. Okay, fine. Okay, next probability distribution table. Okay, so probability distribution table. Okay, so let x is a random variable. Okay, so x equal to xi, and p of x equal to xi is a corresponding probability of that random variable. Okay, then the range of this random variable are x1, x2, x3, okay, and so on. Okay, and corresponding probabilities, probability of x equal to x1, probability of x equal to x2, probability of x equal to x3. Okay, and so on. For example, up to xn, then probability of x equal to xn. So let us consider this x is a discrete random variable. So discrete random variable means it is a countable or finite. కాబట్టి నేను xn వరకు తీసుకోను. ఓకేనా? ఒకవేళ కంటిన్యూస్ ర్యాండమ్ వేరియబుల్ తీసుకుంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ అప్ టు ఇన్ఫినిటీ. ఎస్. సో దిస్ టేబుల్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ప్రాబబిలిటీ distribution table. Okay, fine. So here x is a discrete random variable. If it is continuous random variable, this is up to infinity. Okay, fine. Now in this case, the main node point is sum of probabilities of x equal to xi is equal to 1. Okay, I is running from 1 to n. In continuous random variable, summation over I probability of x equal to xi is also equal to 1. So this is sum of the probabilities of random variables. Okay, the elements in the range of the random variables is 1. Okay, so I will give one example for this. Suppose if you toss through fair coins, okay, or tossing of a coin 2 times simultaneously. Okay, tossing of a fair coin 2 times simultaneously, or tossing of 2 coins at a time also. Okay, then what are the outputs? That is the sample space. Okay, the sample space is HH, HT, TH, TT. Okay, then what is the range of the random variable? 0, 1, 2, which is getting head. This is a getting head. Okay, so we already discussed about this in random variable concept. Okay, so S is the sample space and X the random variable defined as getting head. Then the range is 0, 1, 2. Okay, fine. Now I will write probability distributive table for this experiment. Okay, na? So x equal to xi. So what are the range of the random variable? 0, 1, 2. Okay, it is a discrete random variable. Okay, now probability of x equal to xi. Okay, now first case 0. So 0 means there is no head. Okay, na? There is no head. So that is probability of x equal to 0, which is so getting both tails. Yes or no? So no head. No head means both are tails. So how many cases are there? Variable cases only 1. The number of elements in the sample space 4. So this is 1 by 4. Clear? So this is 1 by 4. Now probability of x equal to 1. So x equal to 1 means getting one head, that is HT, TH. Okay, so getting HT is 1 by 4 because only one HT and one TH, which is 1 by 4. So which equal to 2 by 4. What is the value? 2 by 4. Clear? And now and probability of, I will write here. So probability of x equal to 2. X equal to means getting two heads, which is h comma h. Probability of h comma h. So how many heads? Two heads. So how many favorable cases? 1. The number of elements in the sample space 4. So the probability is 1 by 4. So this is 1 by 4. So this is the probability distribution table. Probability distribution table. Now I will check my note point. The sum of the probabilities is 1. Okay. So check it whether it is correct or not. So sum from I equal to 1 to n probability of x equal to xi is equal to 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4 plus 1 by 4. Yes, which equal to 4 by 4. 1. Clear? Yeah. So this is called a probability distribution table. So this is for discrete random variable. Okay na? You can take for continuous random variable also. Okay na? Clear? Okay, next mean or expectation. Okay. So mean. So this mean is denoted by mu. Of course, this is also called average also. This is also called average, and it is denoted by x bar also. Okay. So mean అని యూజ్ చేస్తే జనరల్గా x bar, mean అని యూజ్ చేస్తే mu అని రాస్తాం. యావరేజ్ అనే టర్మ్ యూజ్ చేస్తే x bar అని రాస్తాం. ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ అని యూజ్ చేస్తే e of x అని రాస్తాం. ఓకే. So all are same meaning. So what is the mean of a random experiment? Let x is a discrete random variable. X is discrete random variable with range of x, with range of x, x1, x2, so on, xn. Because it is a discrete random variable, the range is finite, countable or finite. Okay, fine. And the corresponding probabilities, so p equal to, so p of x equal to xn. So these are the corresponding probabilities. Okay. Then mean equal to summation, that is sigma. Okay, sigma from I equal to 1 to n, yes, xi into probability of x equal to xi. Okay, xi into probability of x equal to xi. Okay, sometimes this can be written as, this can be written also, sigma I equal to 1 to n xi pi. So this, what is pi? So this can be written like pi. Okay, so pi means probability of x equal to xi. Yes. So this is called mean or average or expectation. Okay, done. Now next to standard deviation, so variance. Okay, next variance. So it is denoted by var of x or sigma square variance. Okay, so sigma square or variance of x, okay, is sigma square is equal to summation from I equal to 1 to n, yes, xi minus mu whole square into probability of x equal to xi. Xi minus mu whole square into probability of x equal to xi. Okay, if you simplify this, you will get summation from I equal to 1 to n xi square into probability of x equal to xi minus mu square minus mu square. Fine. So in general, while we solving the problems, we use this formula. Okay, now because this is somewhat inconvenient. Okay, so we use this formula sigma from I equal to 1, so I equal to 1 to n xi square into probability of x equal to xi minus mu square. Okay, next standard deviation. Standard deviation. So SD. Okay, standard deviation SD. It is denoted by sigma. Okay, so standard deviation is denoted by sigma. Okay, now so that means the standard deviation is nothing but the square root of, okay, square root of the variance. Okay, the standard deviation is nothing but square root of variance of x, square root of variance of x. Clear? Okay, so you have to remember these formulas. Okay, you have to remember these formulas for mean, variance. Okay, this is for variance and standard deviation. Okay, so I will write all these formulas at once. So that is mean, okay, so mean mu equal to summation from I equal to 1 to n xi into probability of x equal to xi. Okay, next variance, which is denoted by sigma square, equal to summation from I equal to 1 to n, so xi square probability of x equal to xi minus mu square. Okay, in this, especially this part, okay na, this part is called second movement about the origin. It is denoted by E of x square. Okay, so I will write this one, E of x square equal to summation from I equal to 1 to n xi square into probability of x equal to xi. Okay, so this is called second movement. Second movement about the origin. About origin. Second movement about origin. So that is denoted by E of x square. Okay, fine. And next point, sigma. So sigma equal to, which is standard deviation, is square root of variance of x. Clear? So now we will do one problem on this concept. Okay, suppose a fair coin tossed 3 times. Okay, our random experiment is, so example problem. So our random experiment is tossing of a fair coin. A fair coin 3 times. 3 times. Okay, na? Then the sample space is, so 3 times means you will get 8 possibilities, 2 cube. Okay, na? So each case you will get 2 chances. Okay, so 2 into 2 into 2, which is 8 chances. So the number of elements in the sample space 8. So the possibilities are H, H, H. Okay, all are heads. H, H, T. or HTH or THH. Next HTT, THT, okay, TTH, yeah, and TTT, all are tied. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the outcomes when we toss a coin 3 times simultaneously. Okay, fine. Now I will consider a random variable x. Okay, the number of heads, the number of heads. Heads. Okay, so this is my random variable, the number of heads in this random experiment. Okay, now. Okay. Now to find mean, variance or standard deviation, first of all I will write a probability distribution table so that it is easy to write all the things. Okay. Now what is the range of x here? The range of x is 0, 1, 2, 3. The number of heads. The number of heads, 0 heads, 1 head, 2 heads, 3 heads. So the outcome of the random variable is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I will write the probability distribution table. So x equal to xi. So 0, 1, 2, 3. The probability is P of x equal to xi. So 0. So x0 means all are tied. So all are tied, only one favorable case, which is 1. The number of elements in the sample space 8. So 1 by 8. 1. Only one head. So only one head means, so 1, 2, 3. 3 possibilities. So 3 by 8. Next 2 heads. 1, 2, 3. So 3 by 8. 3 heads, only one favorable case. So 1 by 8. Okay, na? So to check whether the probabilities written by us are correct or not, how can we check? The sum of the probabilities must be 1. Okay, check it. 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 1, 8. 8 by 8, which is 1. Okay, so clearly sum of probabilities is equal to 1. So what we write is correct, right? Yeah. Now we are going to find the mean. Okay, we are going to find mean. So which is mu equal to summation from I equal to 1 to 4 here. Okay, 4. Xi into probability of x equal to xi. So this is equal to, so xi, so xi value 0. 0 into 1 by 8. 0 into 1 by 8 plus 1 into 3 by 8 plus 2 into 3 by 8 plus 3 into 1 by 8. Clear? Now this is equal to 0 plus 3 by 8 plus 6 by 8 plus 3 by 8. Okay, fine. So this is equal to, so 12 by 8. So which is equal to, so 4 3 is 4 2 is. So the mean is 3 by 2. Okay, fine. Now variance sigma square is summation from I equal to 1 to 4 xi square into probability of x equal to xi minus mu square. Yeah. Now this is equal to, so xi square 0 square, which is 0. 0 into 1 by 8. 0 into 1 by 8 plus 1 square 1, so 1 into 3 by 8 plus 2 square 4, 4 into 3 by 8 plus 3 square 9, so 9 into 1 by 8 minus mu square. What is the mu value? 3 by 2, which is 9 by 4, minus 9 by 4. Clear? Now this is equal to, so 3 by 8 plus 12 by 8 plus 9 by 8 minus 9 by 4. So which is equal to, so 12 plus 3 15 plus 9 24. So 24 by 8 minus 9 by 4. So 8 ones are 8 threes are. So which is equal to 12 minus 9, 4 3 is 12, 12 minus 9, 3, 3 by 4. So the variance is 3 by 4. Okay. Then standard deviation, at last the standard deviation. So what is standard deviation? Standard deviation is sigma, which is equal to square root of sigma square, which is equal to root 3 by 4, which is root 3 by 2. So this is the standard deviation. Okay, fine. So for a given a random experiment, so this is the way of finding the mean, variance and standard deviation. Clear? Okay, so next problem. So this is the probability distribution table. Okay. Now we have to find the second movement about the origin. We have to find second movement about origin. So what is the second movement about the origin? So that is E of x square, which is equal to summation on I xi square into probability of x equal to xi. Okay, fine. Now before going to find the probabilities, here so k is the unknown value. So first of all you have to find the k value. Okay, how can we find the k value? We know that sum of the probabilities in a probability distribution table is 1. Okay, so we know that sum of the probabilities is 1. Yes, so that means 5k plus 3k, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. So which is 14k equal to 1. So what is the k value? K equal to 1 by 14. Okay, so first of all you have to find this unknown value. Okay, and now this is equal to, so xi square, so minus 3 whole square, which is 9, okay, into probability is 5k plus minus 2 whole square 4 into 3k plus 1 into k plus 0 into k plus 1 into k plus 4 into 2k plus 9 into k. Clear? Now this is equal to 45k plus 12k plus k plus 0 plus k plus 8k plus 9k. Now this is equal to, so 45, so 57, 58, 59, 59, 68, 68 plus 8, 76, 76k. Now this is equal to, so 76 into, what is the k value? 1 by 14. 1 by 14. Yes. Now simplify this. 2 7s are 2 3 8, so which is equal to 38 by 7. So this is our second moment about origin. Clear? So ఎప్పుడైనా సరే ప్రాబబిలిటీ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ టేబుల్ ఇచ్చి మీన్, వేరియన్స్, స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ ఆర్ సెకండ్ మూమెంట్ అబౌట్ ఆరిజిన్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయమంటే మనకి డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్లో ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ప్రాబబిలిటీ వాల్యూ ఇవ్వకుండా సమ్ అన్నోన్ వాల్యూ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు ఆ అన్నోన్ వాల్యూని ఫస్ట్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి బై యూజింగ్ ద ఫార్ములా sum of the probabilities is equal to 1. Clear? Okay, so this is the theory and some problems regarding to the random variables. Okay.